Good morning, Room 7 families. Mrs. Glucksman here. It's Thursday, April 2nd, and today's our last day that we're talking about recycling. We're finishing up our recycling unit today, so I'm kind of excited to share two stories with you today. But let's go ahead and sing our good morning song first. Here we go. Good morning, how are you? How are you? Very well, thank you. Very well, thank you. And you. And you. How about Spanish? Buenos dias, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias. Muy bien, gracias. Y usted? Y usted? How about Armenian? Bariluz, inch pesek, yes lovem, Duke, inch pesek. Let's look at our calendar. Gotta move over. Yesterday was Wednesday actually, and today that makes today Thursday. Today is Thursday. Do you remember the name of our new month? We said goodbye to March. What's the name of our new month? That's right. If you said April, you're right. April. April has two syllables. Let's count how many letters April has. A, P, R, I, L. 5 letters in the word April and 2 syllables. April, April. Yesterday was April 1st and today is April 2nd. April 2nd, 2020. The weather outside at my house is sunny again, another sunny day. So I'm gonna color in our graph. Another rectangle under the sunny area, because we're having a sunny day. So today we're actually going to read, it's our last day talking about recycling. It's also our last day before we go on our spring break. Remember, we have some time off for spring break. Over spring break, I will not be posting videos and I will not be assigning Seesaw homework. So when we come back on Monday, April 13th, we'll go back to normal and have our videos and have our homework. But we won't be talking about recycling, reduce, reuse, recycle anymore. We'll have our new investigation, and our new investigation is going to be all about balls. Basketballs and footballs and soccer balls and baseballs and bowling balls and all different types of balls. So we're going to learn a lot about balls. So today, because it's our last day talking about recycling, I'm actually going to read you 2 very short stories. The Earth and I, and 10 things I can do to help save my world. So let's go ahead and get started. 10 Things I Can Do to Help My World by Melanie Walsh. I remember to turn off the light when I leave the room. Turning off the lights and using more efficient light bulbs saves valuable energy. I try to turn off the tap when I brush my teeth. Every time you do this, you save 18 glasses of water. I always throw away my trash. Putting garbage away keeps the world safe and clean. I will feed the birds in winter. Feeding the birds helps them get ready for nesting in the spring. So this is not what winter looks like here in Los Angeles. We don't have the snow, but we can still feed the birds in wintertime by putting out bird seed and bird feeders. I use both sides of the paper. If everybody did this, it would greatly reduce the number of trees we use to make paper. So we wouldn't have to cut down so many trees to make new paper. I remind my parents to unplug the TV when we are not watching it. Many electrical appliances use energy even when they are turned off. So if it's something that is plugged in, like the TV or the radio or the hair dryer, even when you're not using it, you should unplug it so that we don't waste electricity. I enjoy making toys from things around the house. We can reuse lots of things before we throw them away or recycle them. We did this a lot during this unit. You can continue to do it too over spring break if you want. I like to walk to school. Avoiding car trips saves gas and cuts down on air pollution. Walking is also good exercise. So right now we're not actually going to school, we're staying at home. But you can, when we start to go to school again, you can ask your parents if you live close enough to actually walk to school. It would be fun. I can plant seeds and help them grow. Plants help keep the air clean and healthy. I help sort the recycling. Remember, we have cans, compost, plastic, glass, and paper. All because I love tikkun olam, repairing the earth. That's in Hebrew. The end. I like that story. Actually, remember, I have 2 stories for you. The second one is called The Earth and I by Frank Ash. It's very short, don't worry. I love the pictures in this one. The earth and I are friends. Sometimes we go for long walks together. I tell her what's on my mind. She listens to every word. Then I listen to her. Do you see the fish? Looks like what's happening here. Rain and lightning. So he's inside. The earth and I are friends. What happened after the storm? A rainbow. We play together in my backyard. I help her grow, and she helps me grow. So he's gardening, and now he's eating the salad from his garden. I sing for her, and she sings for me. He's singing, and the birds are singing back. I dance for her. And she dances for me. What's picking up all those leaves? What do you think? Maybe the wind? When she's sad, I am sad. Oh, this picture makes me sad. Look at all the trash and the dirt, dirty stuff. So what does he do? He cleans it up and he plants some flowers. When she's happy, I'm happy. Look how much better it looks. He helped clean it up, and look, the animals are back, fish are back. It's beautiful. Flowers are planted. The earth and I are friends. The end. Okay, so we read 2 books. Let's go ahead and add them both to our calendar. So there's yesterday's book. Here's The Earth and I. And here is 10 things I can do to help my world. So that concludes our recycling unit. And here's today. Now remember, tomorrow starts our spring break. So we have all these days off. No videos, no seesaw activities. But I'll see you again on Monday, April 13th and we will start our new unit on balls. Have a happy Passover if you celebrate. Have a happy Easter if you celebrate. Enjoy your time at home. Please remember to stay home. And I will see you Monday, April 13th. Stay tuned for our challenge. Hey, Room 7 students, I have Ella and Brody here. They're going to help us show you how to do the challenge today. So for the challenge activity today, we need a couple of bottles, and I want to show you, this is our last art project that we're going to do with recycled materials for now. The bottom of the bottles that you need have to be a little bit bumpy. Not all bottles work because some bottles are flat on the bottom, so you have to look around and see if you can find some bottles that are a little bit bumpy on the bottom because those work for this project. So what we're going to do today is use these bottles. We're going to reuse them to create some art, flower art. So the first thing you're going to do is find those bottles, clean them out, put the lids back on, and then we're going to take the bottles. Ella, go ahead, you start first, and we're going to dip the bottom into some paint. We picked pink paint because dip it really good, kind of smush it around, because we're going to make some flowers. You don't have to pick pink, you can pick any color, but you're going to use the bottle to go ahead and stamp onto your paper a flower. Go ahead, Brody, your turn. Get some paint on the bottom. Okay, go ahead, that's good, Brody. Now stamp it on. Nice, let's see yours. Can you move your arm? Perfect. Why don't you guys go ahead and trade, and you can have some different colored or not color, different shaped flowers. I guess you could have different colors too if you wanted to use more paint, but we just are using pink today. There's a little yellow there, and I'm going to show you why in a minute. Make a few more flowers, stamp them on. Notice that they're not moving it around when they stamp. They're just stamping it directly onto the paper. Because if you move it around, it will smear and then it won't look like a flower. Okay, Ella, when you're done, you can put them here on this paper towel. And then Ella's going to show you what to do with the yellow paint. We're going to make the inside of the flower. So, Brody, you have a paintbrush somewhere. You can do the same thing. You can use some yellow paint and create the inside of the flower. Very nice. And then if you want, you could use green paint, or we brought a green marker down to make the stems. So you can make the stems of your flower any way you want to. You can also add some leaves if you want to. But there we go. We have beautiful spring flowers made out of materials, recyclable materials. So we reused the bottles. And the best part is that when we're done using the bottles, we can simply wash off the bottom. Oh, sorry, y'all. Can you grab that for me? Wash off the bottom and then recycle them or save them and do it again. Great job, you guys. Brody, when you're done, Ella, you can hold yours up and show everyone your spring flowers. And Brody, when you're done, you can hold it up too. So that's our challenge activity today on this second day of April, is to go ahead and find some water bottles or soda bottles, whatever type of bottle has that bumpy bottom. Go ahead and hold yours up, Brody. And you can make some flower art. Nice job. Have a great day, Room 7. Bye.